Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homebridge Studio. Today we are taking other people's trash and turning it into some beautiful treasure. This video is part of a collaboration called Thrifted Thursday, which I will tell you about shortly, but first, let's just go make something. Okay, number one. This is what I thrifted, this gold pot or container. It says $1.99, but it was more. It was only 99 cents. So they had a big shopping cart, and it was full of things that were 99 cents each. And I sifted through that baby, and I got some really good treasures. Anyway, I took the mineral chalk paint here, and I gave that 2 really good coats. And then I took this pumpkin here, and this is from the Dollar Tree, and I gave it a coat of moss chalk paint. And I got rid of the stem because we're not going to need that. And now I came back in with my dabber here because you could see the brush strokes, and gave it 1 more coat. And then now I'm taking the dabber with the same mineral chalk paint, and I'm going to dab it on this pumpkin just to give it a little bit of interest, I guess. And here's what that looks like. I'm really happy the way this turned out. I think it looks so cool. And now I have some Mod Podge, and this is the glass. And I painted those pearls. Those little half pearls are from the Dollar Tree, and some of my footage got distorted, so I know you know how to paint, so I didn't show you that, or I didn't need to show you that. But I did paint them with the moss chalk paint, yes. And I thought it was just too, I don't know, dull looking because it's a chalk paint. So I put glossy Mod Podge on top of that, but that didn't really do the trick either. So I have this it's like an iridescent, it's a folk art color shift metallic paint. And this is called Silver Flash. So I put a quick coat on that. And then when I dried, I took these pieces off here. As you can see, I already started it, and I'm just finishing it for you. And I'm just putting it on the pumpkin from the top almost to the bottom, because we're not going to see the bottom. We'll be gluing that. So I wanted the white pumpkin or the cream color pumpkin to have the green little pearls on it. And then I want the green pumpkin to have the cream color or off-white pearl stickers. Now, these don't really stick really well. I mean, they do to get the job done temporarily. If you're going to do or use these on anything, I would put more of a better glue, like a super glue or an E6000 or something like that, to get them to stick. And hot glue I don't think would work real well because it's just too, bubbly, thick, and I also think it would be really easy to burn your hands. So anyway, I'm just putting these all around the pumpkin. So we got the green ones on the white pumpkin and the white ones on the green pumpkin. And now I have some Rub and Buff, and that is in the color Gold Leaf. And I'm using my finger to put it all over the stem. I thought these pumpkins turned out so pretty, and I just had a hard time looking at that plastic stem, so I had to do something with it. Although I liked the style of it, I just didn't like that you could see, it was plastic. And so now I'm just taking this pumpkin, and I'm going to glue it right on top of that pot, which I turned upside down. And then this pumpkin on top of that one. And then I have these leaves. They come in a big pack of different colors from the Dollar Tree. I like the shiny ones here, just to give this a little bit of pop of glam. So I put a couple of leaves there. And believe it or not, they matched perfectly. And then these were just things that were kind of in my stash. I had these berries, so I'm just going to glue a clump of berries on top of the leaves there. And then I took another leaf and I glued it on the top of the pumpkin as well, the top the top of the top pumpkin. So I got these beautiful ribbons. I don't know how many there are, 4, 5, 6, 6 I think maybe. And it was from Hobby Lobby. They were 40% off of $3.99, and I glued it on top, and it just, I just love this piece so much. And you'll see I glued another leaf on top of that. And then you'll see on the bottom here that I put pearls around the top of the container and the bottom of the container, and I think that just made the whole piece. And here's the before and the after. So Thrifted Thursday takes place once a month, and it's one of my favorite collabs because I just love to thrift and I love to make them over too. And I would like to thank the talented hosts and sweet friends of mine, Joanna from Joanna's DIY Life, and the Hot Mess Express, Sabrina from Sabrina's Craft-nanigans. They've selected me to guest host this month. Yep, that's my mug right in the middle there. And I just feel so honored that I was able to guest host. And again, thank you ladies so much. I put their channel links in my description box below so you can check out their channel if you already haven't. And the playlist link is also in my description box below with all of today's participants for tons of ideas. Okay, number 2. This was also in that dollar bin. See, you can tell it was from Target Dollar Spot for $3, but I got it for 99 cents. It was pretty beat up too. And so I have these 2 leaves here. Those are like the shiny leaves, the pack from the Dollar Tree. And I actually sprayed them with this Mirror Rust-Oleum spray paint. I just wondered if I could spray paint the leaves silver. I wondered what it would look like and if it worked, and it did. It worked perfectly. So I have I don't know what this is, like a tool or something, the silver and gold one from the Dollar Tree, and some paint and some Mod Podge. So I cleaned this up really well, and it was pretty beat up and pretty dirty, so there was no saving this piece anyway, even though it was super cute. I gave the whole thing a couple coats of white paint to hide the bunny below that. And then when that was dry, I took Mod Podge and I put it all over. And hey, a big thank you to all of my awesome subscribers. And if you're not subscribed yet, a warm welcome to Homeward Studio. Come join my Homeward Studio family by tapping the subscribe button, the bell, and then tap all, and you'll be notified every time I post a video. It is totally free, and this is what helps my channel grow, along with your comments, your likes, and your shares, and I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so I took this, I don't even know what you call it. It's not a deco mesh, this tool. I wasn't sure if I was going to use the silver side or the gold side, but I ended up using the gold side. So I had painted the leaves silver with the spray paint because I was going to use the silver side, but then it just kind of blended in. So anyway, after the Mod Podge was dry, I just laid that on top with the parchment paper on top of that, and then took my heat press and then pressed it down, and it worked so well. And that was that. I just cut off the extra material that was on here, and now I'm taking these 2 silver leaves and a little silver bow, and I'm just going to glue them on the top there. No words or anything. I just thought that this turned out so pretty, and I just wanted the gold leaves to speak for themselves. And then I took a brown pearl, those are from the Dollar Tree, and just popped it on there. I just wanted to give it a little bit more of a fall type look instead of just like all gold and silver. And then I took my nail file, and then I just roughed up the edges a little bit. So here's the before, and here is the after, and I love this piece. And this picture doesn't even do it justice. It's so sparkly and pretty. Okay, last but not least, number 3. Here's what I thrifted. Also was in the dollar bin. And while this piece is cute and everything, it says $1.99, but I did get it for $1. It was in pretty rough shape. It was pretty scratched and beat up. So I have this Fusion, and the Fusion is a mineral paint, and the color is called Woodwick. So I'm going to use that to paint the piece. And then I have this decoupage paper from Roy Cycled. It was in my stash. It's a plaid, just a plaid decoupage paper. I have a couple candlesticks and some pumpkins, and I swapped those burlap pumpkins out for some velvet pumpkins, as you will see. So now I just took the Fusion and I just put a coat on top of where the words were, because I'm going to put the decoupage paper on top of it, but you could see the words through the decoupage paper. So I painted just one coat on the front and the back, but the sides I don't put paper on, so I put 2 coats on that, and then I left everything else just the colored black. And then when that's all dry, and you do have to seal the Fusion because it will scratch off. So, and I think if you put water on it, I think that it will take that off too. So I am sealing it, but I have this liquid patina, which is like a decoupage medium, and I put that on there because I'm going to do the parchment paper heat press trick again here. This is so much easier than just, decoupaging and putting the like I use liquid patina here, which is a lot nicer than Mod Podge. I think it's not as gummy, I guess. It's more like butter. But yeah, so don't do what I did here. Cut the paper first. I thought, I don't know, I guess maybe I was getting a little lazy and thought, you know what? I'll cut it after. It was a pain in the butt, let me tell you. In here, I am just sanding the whole piece too, just to, roughen it up a little bit, clean up the edges and everything. And now I take these 2 candlesticks, and they are the metal ones from the Dollar Tree. They are the same size. And I believe these are the taller ones. And now I'm just going to take the jute and I'm going to wrap it around the cup of the candle holder here, all the way up to the top. And I did it to both of them, and see, it's nice and fuzzy and hairy. So I took my lighter and just burnt off all the extra hair and all the little glue spider webs or glue webs, and that cleaned them up very nicely. Now I always save my picks, and these leaves here, I don't even know what kind of flowers are on them, but I just had these in my stash, and I thought they'd be perfect for the pumpkins. So I just pulled them all off, and now I'm just gonna hot glue them right onto the bottom of each pumpkin. So I put 6 around the bottom of each pumpkin. And I had a couple extra ones, so I'm going to glue one on top of each pumpkin. I did the same thing to both of the pumpkins. And then I had these flowers in my stash. Just had a few of those, and I thought a flower would look cute on top. Plus it also matched that paper perfectly. And I thought it needed just something a little more, so I have the pit berries from the Dollar Tree, and they're the green and white ones. And I wrapped it around the pencil and then pulled it off and just kind of bent it in the middle and glued it on the stem there. And now we're ready to put it all together. So I took the 2 candlesticks, plopped them in the box, threw in some Spanish moss, And then I have these lights from the Dollar Tree. They look blue, they're actually clear, but I don't know why they filmed blue, but they are clear, they're white. So it looks a little goofy here. But yeah, and then I just glue the pumpkins on top there on the candlesticks, and this is how it turned out, and I love this piece. Let me know which one you like the best. I don't know. I like my first one, the topiary, but I also like this one too. And the sparkle sign, I don't know, just something different. Oh, and I glued a leaf on that too, as you see. I thought it was too bare, I guess. And yeah, and here we go. Here's the end, and this is the whole shebang, all 3 pieces. So I want to thank you for watching Homeridge Studio. Remember to check out the host channels and the playlist, which I posted in my description box below. Give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And like I always say, I'll be back real soon. And until then, you have a blessed week. Bye.